Hello, collective. Welcome in. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to the space. Um, this is Infinite Light and Love 888 and a safe space to come and learn and heal and dive into the shadows and learn how to accept those shadows and bring them to the light. So that is the goal here of this channel. I had a message come through the other day, and today it feels right to go ahead and bring this message forward. This was from April 14th, and the time was 1:52, and something was coming to me about 52 and mirrored numbers, 5225, 2552. If something like that might be significant for you. And it was about lessons of the past and what do we do now. Okay, so this all stems from the very long time period of Pluto in Capricorn. So being a very confined, a very controlled, systematic, formatted time period. There were a lot of restrictions. And now that shifted back in November, I believe, maybe, so last year. So that moved out. And what was brought to my mind is that this is the first time that we are experiencing Aries season without that restriction, and it is leaving a lot of people, I would assume so, even Capricorns even more so, like, what do I do? Feeling like you're a little out of control. And so there are some people who've never experienced life outside of Pluto and Capricorn. Many people, their whole adult life were in that time period, growing up and feeling those restrictions, and now it feels loose and new and playful, and it's felt a little out of control for many people. And they're finding it challenging. This is a message I got: challenging to maneuver, flailing in water, even in the shallow end. So this is very understandable. If that's something that you're resonating with, this message is for you. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the cards. We're going to figure out what your support, what is your challenge, whatever guidance, and how will I know what the right decision is? That seems to be coming up. Like, how, oh my gosh, I feel like I can't make decisions anymore. How am I going to know what's right? We'll dive into those things. The other thing that came up was the number 630 and angel number 63. It says, you possess, I have written down divine message. You possess all of the necessary resources to accomplish your goals. Trust inner direction and intuition to the right road. So let's dive into that. Now that I look back at this, because it's been a while, I'm not sure if that was what I looked up angel number 63 meant, or if that was the divine message that came through. I feel like that was the divine message. So look up angel number 63 and, take what resonates there. So let's go to the cards. Okay, so interesting. When I shut the timer off there to bring you down here to see the cards, it stopped on 444. So That is a very powerful number. I feel like that's another angel number to look up if you are so guided. This is a Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, and we're going to tap in here and see what is supporting you at this time. So as we're starting this new cycle, this is the new year. We've stepped into the new year. Aries seeing. Interesting. Aries seeing. I was attempting to say Aries season. And this being the first time in a very long time without restrictions. So what is supporting us at this time as we are all going through this change? Okay, sacred inner space. Sacral chakra, tenderness and sensuality. So this is like a new drive, a new will, very independent, and it feels like these lessons from this past season are what's creating the change in our drive. Rainbows might really be important. All these colors coming up. I don't know if the camera is really picking that up, but it's making me think of a rainbow. And bottom of the deck, Temple of Truth, your authenticity, speaking up, 700 on the timer there. Maybe that's been part of your challenge, is speaking up. And with this sacral chakra healing happening, this new time period now, because that's more stable, you are stepping into your authenticity and speaking your own truth and living life more the way that you want to, out there ready and raring to go. Feathers could definitely be important for someone, a sign. Is there something here that we need to know about this? So it feels like back here, you're being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. It's an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. So in this time period of feeling like you're flailing, even in the shallow end, the fact that you're being vulnerable and more tender, it holds great power. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you've disconnected from or abandoned. So fragmentation is a word that had been coming up. So that's calling back all of these energies that perhaps during these challenging times of Pluto and Capricorn, with it shifting into Aquarius, we're coming into this healing. We're recalling that power. Oh, maybe this is connected in with the Power to Connect series. We'll see if that comes out anymore. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There are huge lessons in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. Yes. The Temple of Truth. Okay. So this discovery of ourself, that's why this feels so out of sorts, is because It's like we're stepping out in this new us that we haven't known. Okay. So sacred inner space. Let me make a couple notes here. So as far as the challenges go, the challenges at this time. What are the challenges for the collective right now? We also had that pink moon recently, and I don't know about you guys, but my goodness, a lot of saging and a lot of releasing going on. A lot of elevation as well. It's been extremely powerful for me. Let me know in the comments if it has. I just saw 11 on the timer. If it has for you as well, because it was a strong one. Okay. What's challenging the collective at this time? Challenging the collective at this time. Okay. So all the others are face down. These two turned over. Routine on the bottom. So this feels like to me that your whole routine of what you've been used to has just turned chaotic. Nothing feels normal anymore. So we have anomaly and isolation. Now, what's standing out to me, number one, is the white and the black. So this feels like there's been a coming together. You've been in a time period of isolation, and now you're stepping out into the world. This white, it's resembles pure, healed, healing, and maybe feeling very vulnerable because now you're being seen. All the other birds are black, and you walk out here and you're shining bright, shining this light, and you may be feeling very vulnerable, just like it said in the message from the Gateway card there, the Sacred Inner Space, 12:55 on the timer. $272 we have here. 7 was out there earlier. Okay, we have Night. Card number 33, which is also a master number. Influence 25. There's that 25 I said I felt earlier, that 5225. And we have Bond, card number 6, 1330 on the timer. What's challenging you? Being vulnerable, stepping out, been in this isolation time period, and now you're coming back out. I feel like you feel out of sorts because in this dark time period, this isolation, that in the darkness you have gone into the isolation, you got really comfortable and had a bond there of feeling comfortable in the routine. And now you're able to step out and be special and unique and different than you were. And people are noticing. And you may feel like you want to go back into that space that felt so comfortable, even though it was a dark time period. It also highly influenced who you are now. So you created this bond within yourself about staying isolated. 15:15 on the timer. But you can't go back because now you understand this sacred inner space and you've brought it to the light. I mean, wow. The light has cleansed these shadows. And now you're understanding how special you are. So let's get some tarot. What is a collective? What else do they need to know about this? I feel that challenge. I feel like you're also creating a new bond with the white flowers. You're learning to bond with this new you and coming out. And here's the orange, the sacral energy. It's like you've gotten a taste of it, and now there's no turning back for you. And you know it, so it feels uncomfortable. You might want to hide. Even this moon is very yellowish orange. This card is of night too, because look at the lights across the top. You've been influenced by the light. Your shadow. This feels like shadow here. Even in this card, this orangey color here. Moon on the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Oh, looky here. You have a new perspective about yourself. And you might not be liking it. It feels real odd. Oh my goodness. I laugh because I know this. I've experienced this and I've gone through this just the same as you guys coming into this. And, you know, sometimes we just have to laugh because it's so bizarre sometimes. Tell us about the night. What is it you want the collective to know here about night? The Magician. So we had the moon and we have the Magician here. I kind of feel like this is be mindful of these thoughts at night of, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel so confused. I can't make up my mind. You might be having trouble sleeping. But at the same time, I feel like be mindful because this nighttime, our dream space, is where we manifest from. And we want to ensure we are manifesting what we want. So doing something prior to sleeping feels like it would be very helpful to ensure that you're grounding yourself, getting grounded. Take a look at what's influencing your mind and do what you can, a salt bath, a meditation, something before sleeping. Okay, what else do you want to tell the collective about influence? We have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the King of Swords. This feels like to me, as you're coming out as the anomaly, that it's challenging being around people, even friends or family or co-workers, because it feels so vulnerable. But you see a bigger picture now. You're making this choice. It's like you're taking into consideration everything that you learned during that time period, and you've made the choice to step out authentically you. Confident. Believing in yourself. What was it, that divine message? Have confidence in skills and abilities. Trust your inner direction and intuition to the right road. I feel like this is just hang in there. It feels like a hang in there situation. I want you to know that I see you. I see you. I see the work that you've done. And we're here to help. The bond. This is a new bond within yourself. Sacral chakra. What do you want the collective to know here about bond? There's more information coming. I feel like this could be spirit and someone else coming forward to assist. Someone else that you're going to bond with. Bonding with other unique people like you. You will find your tribe. You will find others. You're not, right now you're feeling like you stand out and that you are a complete anomaly. However, there are others and you're going to be forming bonds with them. Can we get some more information here? Who is this Knight of Swords? Oh, on the floor. The World card reversed. This is assistance in this cycle closing. That cycle closed out. You've started a new cycle. There's assistance. Who is this? I feel like your higher self, for sure. I feel like for some of you, this could be another person. Yeah, yourself for sure. This is a long-term inner shift, a life-changing event, long-lasting, and you've become enlightened during this cycle. Your higher self has guided you through this. Oh, okay, thank you. They were just reminding me of the question. What do we do now? Well, now your higher self is going to lead you. It feels like a step by step. It feels like it's going to be a process. And there's going to be a shift here. It feels like after the new moon, there's going to be a change. What can you tell us about? Well, first of all, I want to get one more clarification here on the Magician and Knight. What is it you want the collective to know? The Magician. Yes, that's what I said earlier about something about these emotions at night are deceptive for what you're manifesting. And take your power back. Ground. Do what you need to do to bring yourself into a balanced state before bed. Will be very helpful. Okay. Now, where is the collective stepping into? This is the Oracle of Portals. So let's get a message here about the Oracle, from the Oracle of Portals, and where you're stepping into. You may be even so out of it, you're having trouble talking. I feel very choppy. When I stepped into this energy, it's like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I restarted the video one time, and then I was just like, let's just roll with it and keep going. So I feel like that has to do with the energy that you're probably feeling as you're coming out of this isolation time period. Where is the collective stepping into? You're ascending. Yes, you're rising back up to the light. Card number 8. An infinite change. Can we get one more here, please? What do they need to know about this ascension? Underwater realm. You've gone from deep dives. And interestingly enough, before I turned the camera back on, I just felt like, okay, all of those stones are wrong. And I got out all of the blue and placed them up here. And we definitely have a lot of blue out here on this card. And so I'm reminded of when, for scuba divers, if they ascend too quickly, they can have issues, the bends, and you don't fly for like 2 days afterwards or something to that effect. And I feel like that's spirit saying that let's take it one day at a time, one step at a time, slow down, nurture yourself. You've had a lot of information come in, very valuable information, and take care of yourself. It's a new cycle. It's going to be a long time. So just settle in, buckle up, Buttercup, slow down, be patient. Everything's going to be fine. It just feels weird at the moment. And I'm hearing I am experiencing these symptoms, not I'm so crazy, I'm so out of it. Don't do those things to yourself. That's deceptive. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't make decisions. Your unconscious, the subconscious side of yourself takes things very literally. So let's infuse this unconscious side with I am learning. I am experiencing difficulties. I am experiencing confusion. As opposed to saying that is what you are. Other world. Some of you might be working with mirrors. Mirror magic. You may also be receiving a lot of guidance in those dreams. You may feel you're connecting to something else, someone else, a new guide, a magical feeling. You might be researching a little bit more about magic, or you feel like you have recognized a power within about manifestation. More psychic capabilities. Look at her hair. She's looking into the crystal ball. You may feel like in those dreams, 32:23 on the timer, that you are having these dreams thinking, what in the world, this is odd. Or you might be dreaming of the future, of what this future life could be like. Future life could be like. See, slow down. Calm down. My goodness. All right. What are we going to close this out with? Okay. We are going to go with the Fairies Oracle with the other world here. Very magical, mystical. What will help the collective? I just felt, oh, did you hear that sigh? It's 1117 on the timer on my stove. 1117. What do you want the collective to know here? Finding solitude within yourself. That's that inner sacred space. Tenderness. Be tender with yourself. Think of being alone as meaning that you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So if you are having anxieties or feeling lonely at night, that's another one of those deceptive thoughts. Think of it that you are in solitude. New beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby, the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So I'm also okay, let's finish. Let's go here and then I'll come back to that thought. Magical blessings, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say that you can bless others too. Yes. That's that spirit bond here. So, what this is also bringing to my mind, as I am filming this, tomorrow is Easter morning. And most of you know the story of Easter as far as Christianity goes, and Jesus rising from the dead. And so it's a rebirth. You are ascending into this rebirth time period. And it feels like treat yourself as you would this new little blessing that would come into your life. Whether that's a physical baby, whether that's a new niece or nephew, a new business, a new idea that you're really excited about. It is magical. There's a lot of magic out here. I feel like you're ascending into your own power here. And with that, you're going to start recognizing things that you are manifesting, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? That's crazy. This is wild. It's just so hard to believe. It's like it just landed in my lap. It's like it was magic. Bottom of the deck is the card Light. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light on your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Yes. So even in those times of darkness at night, when you feel isolated or lonely, remember, you are the anomaly. You are unique. You are manifesting. Make sure to raise that vibration before going into your dream state. And again, rainbows is coming up here for me. All right, that is a message that I have for you tonight. 37:44 on the timer. I appreciate you being here, and I really empathize with what you're going through because I know that feeling. The last few days have been very challenging, and last month was also very challenging. And it just feels like in the last day or two, I've had a shift. So if you have not experienced that yet, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So thank you all for being here. I love you so much. I appreciate your energy. And if you celebrate Easter, I wish you the best and have a beautiful day. And for those of you that are on your rebirth yourself, may you move forward with more ease and grace. Take it slow. Be careful with yourself. Love yourself. And I will see you next time. Until then, lead with love.